Oh my goodness, would you believe that I have already recorded this video, which you can probably notice because my hair is now all wet and damp and I am in my pyjamas. Basically, I'm uploading these videos onto YouTube and it turns out that it didn't record it properly. It had it on a static view and you wasn't able to see my really lovely face and everything else that I needed to show you. But anyhow, going to do it again. So this video is on check-ins and monitoring your progress. So quite an important one. So with check-ins, you will have, I'm just spinning myself over, there we go. You will have 2 one-to-one check-ins with me twice during the program. So one will be at 4 weeks and one will be at 8 weeks. Then I will email this over to you, so keep an eye on your emails and I will respond within 48 hours. Please know that as we speak, there is 21 people that have signed up, so I will be going through everyone, and I'm not just going to give you like generic information. I'm going to really have a look at your check-ins to make sure that if there's anything that I can help you with, then I will do so. It's just a good opportunity just to have that one-to-one with me. I know that you can reach out to me whenever you need on the check-ins, but on the group chat, but it's just really nice to just have that one-to-one where you're really you're getting more specific questions and you've really got that opportunity to spill the beans on how everything's going. The daily accountability, as we've spoken about before, this is so important. People that do the daily accountability get results in a quicker time frame, and it's a lot more efficient because you're able to pick up a lot quickly. It's great. It's because I'm filming this at like 10 o'clock at night. You're able to pick up what is working and what is not working very quick. Oh my god, I'm just rolling with it after the delete. I was gonna delete this, I'm like, no, I'm just gonna go for it. You will pick up what's working and what's not working in a lot more of an efficient manner to those who are just sort of winging it. The reason for it is because when something is working, you want to rinse and repeat. You want to double down on it and really just keep going. When something isn't working, you need to establish what's not working. Now, a lot of the time we don't actually know and we just sort of rinse and repeat because, we're living our daily lives. We've got animals to worry about, we've got children to worry about, we've got our jobs to worry about. So we're just sort of putting it to the side. When you're putting it to the forefront of your brain, you're actually doing the daily accountabilities, you're actually looking at it, whether it's pen and piece of paper, whether it's on the spreadsheet, whether it's on the Facebook group, you're actually having the opportunity to actually reflect on what's going on. And then that's when I'm at the advantage where you can tag me if you're struggling and we can find a solution to anything that you're struggling with. Also, as I said, it's an opportunity to see what's working, find out what your wins are so that we can celebrate them together because that's what I'm all about, and also that we can dive down and continue to do the things that are working. You will be prompted every day on Facebook, you will be prompted every Sunday to complete a weekly check-in. This check-in will be, it will be sent to you. It'll just be like a generic form, just like the initial form that you sent. But the reason why I want to prompt it every week is it will be slightly different. I'm not going to read these. I will have access to them, which it can be quite helpful for me. If you're referring to something, you might say, oh, like in my check-in last time I was struggling with this, so I can just have a little peek at it if it's something that I need to know about. But the more for you. Each check-in will be slightly different. Each weekly check-in will be slightly different because the idea is that every week we're going to be focusing on something just a little bit different. So for example, it might be one week we're going to really target on steps, and then I give you a really good good strategies to get some steps done. The idea is, as we mentioned, is that this is a consistency club. I keep saying idea a lot. The idea is that by the end of the 8 weeks, whatever targets I need you to do in order to reach your goals, you will be consistent and you'll be able to just do them as second nature. That will take time. So the idea is that week by week, we've got 8 weeks to do so. We will dive down on a different aspect of it and really, really have a little look to see what's working and what's not working. I will prompt you with the correct questions. I will prompt you with the correct tools to get you there. It's just a structure. That's why I'm really enjoying sort of doing this sort of group coaching sort of side of it, like the back end, because it's a really good way of making sure that we're actually ticking boxes and getting everything done. So the idea is that we see what's working, we see what's not working as well in your check-ins, and then if you are struggling with something, you can reach out to me. You can say, look, I did my check-in on Sunday and actually it turns out I am struggling with this, can you please help me? So that is the goals of the check-ins. So this is a really good one to point out. With monitoring progress, there is many ways you can do it. The advantage of having the app that I'm getting you guys to have access to is that you can have your daily scale weight. I would highly recommend that you weigh in daily for more accurate data, and we will look at the lowest weight. So say you were weighing 80 kilos and then on a Tuesday you were 79.5, but the rest of the time you're 80, 81, we would look at 79.5 as your lowest weight. That is the best way to do it, in my honest opinion, rather than trying to work out averages and all that crap. The reason why I want you to weigh in daily is that the scale weight will fluctuate, and you will very quickly learn this. You will really quick. Like, one day you'll go up 2 kilos, sometimes you'll go down. And to be honest, there's so many reasons for it. That will be a different webinar. But the main thing that I want to know is that, want you to know right now, is that the best way to get the accurate data is to do it daily. When you're doing it weekly, you could, as I said, you could miss out on so much. Yesterday you could have been 70 kilos, and then you weigh in on a Sunday and you're 72 because you had a meal out or you went out drinking. So it's not as accurate. If you turn around and say to me, actually, look, I really don't want to weigh every day, it's just not going to work for me. Okay, but I would rather you weigh once every 30 days, because what tends to happen is that people get very, very fixated on sorry, my cat is incoming cat. Is he gonna come? No, he's decided that he is here. He's decided that he just wants to not be on the camera view, but he's really annoying because he's in the front of my screen. This is a really good video. Winning all the way. Oh my god, hang on. He's just staring at the screen. Oh my goodness. Cats are amazing. I love them so much. Anyway, I digress. So I would rather you do it every 30 days rather than every week, because what happens is that it can become really disheartening when the scales eventually, they will trend down, or they will trend up what you're trying to get them to do, but it can be really disheartening when you're just relying on that one scale weight. That's why I'd much rather you weigh daily. I had a client who 8 weeks ago, she was like, no, I'm not weighing daily. I don't want to. I'm going to get so fixated. She was worried that she's going to become obsessed with them. I reasoned with her and I said, look, okay, if you become obsessed with them, we'll move away from it. But what happens if I just told you that this is purely for data? And if anything, I'm the one that's worrying about it. I'm the one that's going to be obsessing over the data. You just need to jump on a scale, input it onto your app, and then move on. So she tried it, and she actually put on her check-ins on her 2024 review that one of the best things that she'd done was actually to weigh daily, because she was able to see the trends, and now she is not fixated on the scales and she doesn't really care about them. So that is a win. Another way of monitoring progress is to do progress photos. You can do them weekly, or you can do them bi-weekly or monthly. I don't mind what you do. Personally, I prefer to do weekly. I know that that's a very body-esque thing to do, like bodybuilding, because they're looking for very minute changes on their body when they're about to go into competition. However, the reason why I like doing it and why I like getting my clients to do it is because, one, it just keeps you accountable. It just means that every Sunday you're doing your check-in, you do your photos, you're done. And then the other one as well is that especially if you're menstruating, so if you bleed, then your body is going to go through a cycle, and your body will change depending on where you are on your cycle. For some women, when they're ovulating, they bloat out. For some women, they bloat out on their luteal phase. Also, like for me, in this personal experience, on a Sunday, when my check-ins were, if I had been drinking or went out for the night before, I looked very watery. So when you're taking them every week, you have a different lens to look through. In saying that, though, what I don't want you to do is I don't want you to look week by week on what's going on. If you're going to compare photos, I want you to do it month by month, do it 4 weeks by 4 weeks, do it on this month, the first month of this, and then the first month of that. You're going to get a lot better, what's the word in? You're going to get a lot more visual accuracy rather than just looking week by week. So if you're doing that, then no, don't wait, don't do progress photos. Do them every week. Just do them every bi-week or every month. So with the photos, I will explain on the app, because I'm going to do a video on how to, which I've already recorded, but I'm going to do that video for you, which explains how to upload them. And then your measurements as well, I would just do them monthly. I would just get a tape measure, just your standard tape measures that you can get, and I would choose a couple of areas. I like doing underneath the chest, on the waist, so like your slimmest part of, in wearing pajamas, well, it's sniddy or whatever you call it, your lowest part of the waist. And then I like to do hips, so you just find that hip bone and you just do it from there. Some people like to do arms, some people like to do legs. I find arms really difficult. If you can get someone to do them for you, like get someone to help. If you need to do it yourself, then just go in the mirror and have a look, and do it like that. I forgot to also mention, with the progress photos, doing a front, side and back can be really helpful, although it does prompt you how to do that. The only difference is that it gets you, the photos tell you to do it like that. Well, I think doing the zombie pose where you like that is a lot more accurate, because you can start to see different changes on your arms rather than just it being static on the by your side. So other ways that it's really important to mention about monitoring progress is your weekly check-ins, your non-scale victories. So these are signs of progress, and they should not be underlooked. It could be something like you used to overeat on the weekend, or you used to overeat after work and now you don't. It could be that you struggled getting your steps in and you got your steps in. That's bloody fucking progress, and that should be accounted for. So do keep an eye on your weekly check-ins and your non-scale victories. Also, strength progression in lifts. So if you're getting stronger, then that means that you are building muscle, so that's a win-win. Sleeping better means that your lifestyle is improving, and also more energy. If you've got more energy, that is definitely a sign of progress. So these are important, yes, but I would actually say that these are far more important, because these are actually a sign that we are making progress in all aspects of our fitness journey. That is all from me. I will see you in the next video.